The following message is transmitted at the request of Dr. Ron Paul.
Oh, it's time, ladies and gentlemen. Time to make a MALT LIQUOR video. Oaktown Hellbilly back again with another one. Saturday night in Stockton. Final haul and MALT LIQUOR video coming your way as usual. Off as possible. A perfect fucking cap to us for tonight. MALT LIQUOR label out. File blueprint.
You've made your bed. Why didn't you listen? You cannot stop it. It hasn't even begun. It's too late. I told you so. Why did you believe that?
Delicious.
I could have saved you. I tried to warn you. You looked away. You asked for this. You've made your bed. Now lie in it. But don't call it a grave. It's the future you chose. We're trapped in the belly of this horrible machine. And the machine is bleeding to death.
Absolutely refreshing and fucking delicious. Brewed and packaged by hardworking, patriotic fucking Americans. And you need to support that. No home brewing, no craft beer bullshit. Malt liquor or Ballantine ale only. Malt liquor label out. Shout out to Falstaff. 209 J. Jones. Huffy 72, Corsa 25. Shady, of course. Scumbag Supreme. Loot Bag Larry. Little fucking 420 and pro wrestling guy. Okay. Up first, this one's a little bit different. I gotta tell you, I was going through my old boxes of stuff. I had a bunch of Blu-rays and DVDs that I don't care about anymore. I don't watch anymore. I mean, I don't mess with that stuff. I have some physical media, but I narrowed my collection down to stuff that I really care about. The rest of it is just filler, and I got rid of it. So I went to Rasputin's in Modesto, and I picked up 2 albums that day. I traded everything in, and I think I got like $28. So it covered my the 2 albums that I ended up getting. First up, the Damn Yankees soundtrack. I don't even know what year this came out. I was going through the racks, the used bins. I was crate digging, and I saw this one. The sleeve is in pretty damn good condition. There's no ring wear on it, surprisingly. The corners are jabbed a little bit, but whatever. I saw this nice looking woman on the cover, and upon further investigation, I decided, why not? It was $1.95. You can't beat it. This is the least expensive record that I have in my collection. I played it today, and it sounds perfect. I mean, it sounds really, really good. This is probably 55 years old or more. It's from the 60s. I don't even know what year. 1955. This one was probably, I don't even know which pressing I have. I don't think it's an original pressing. It was repressed so many times it doesn't even matter. It plays very well, and it's old as shit. It's probably 50 years old or more. It was well taken care of. There's no writing on it, on the sleeve or any of that. Damn Yankees soundtrack, outstanding. The one thing though, the piece of vinyl is very thin, but it played fine. A little bit of snap, crackle, and pop. That's to be expected for something that old, and there's no scratches on it. It was well taken care of. Malt liquor. $1.95, you can't beat that. This might be a long one, ladies and gentlemen, so settle in, get comfortable. Go to your refrigerator, get yourself a 40 ounce of fucking malt liquor, and sit back and enjoy this masterpiece that I'm about to make for you. I really enjoy entertaining the masses, so here we go. Set the tone a little bit. Up next, take a trip back to 1995. Total Chaos, Patriotic Shock. A punk rock masterpiece. Probably the best era of the band, I would say. 94, 95, 96, 97, around that time frame. They put out 3 records on Epitaph Records. This is the second one. And I'm looking for Anthems from the Alleyway from 96, and also, what was the other one? From fucking Pledge of Defiance from 94. This is the one in the middle, and you know, the band is good. It was really tight. Rob Chaos's vocals sound great. This is a great album. It's a masterpiece. My favorite song on here is the first one, Punk No Die. You know, featuring My Generation, Unite to Fight, which is a staple at their live shows. They always drag it out a little bit. It's only like a 2-minute song on the record, but they drag it out to like 4 or 5 minutes. It's always cool. Lots of gang vocals and stuff, pylons and everything else, you name it. I've seen Total Chaos like 6 times throughout the years. First time I saw them was 2004 in Houston. And since I moved to California, I've seen them like 5 times. And I'm going again in October. So in Los Angeles with Black Flag, it ought to be a good one. Total Chaos, Patriotic Shock. And the piece of vinyl is excellent. It's old. I don't think it was played very much, maybe less than 25 times. Sounds great. No snap, crackle, and pop, no bouncing, no bullshit. Got a good piece of vinyl there, Malt Liquor. I think the quality control is better than. Shout out to JSCO and RSCO Maine, fucking holding it down. Now up next, also the one I got at Rasputin's, which with my trade-ins for my Blu-rays and DVDs, Motorhead Ace of Spades. I don't really know too much about what the band's discography is. I know they put out a lot of records. This is the debut album, and it rocks. I mean, it's like a combination of metal, punk and real rock and roll. I can't wait to open this up tonight and play it. I know Ace of Spades. I know Shoot Me in the Back. Or Shoot You in the Back, excuse me. The live TV folks does happen. Plenty of Malt Liquor. I'm already half in the bag anyway. But the rest of them I'm not familiar with. Unfortunately, in the 90s I was very limited, and I didn't get into this band like I should have. It's a great band, and Lemmy's been dead now like 6 or 7 years, a long time, But Motorhead Ace of Spades, great album, 1976 or 77, I wanted to say, Malt Liquor. Shout out to Gambino 81, Rochi 420, the legendary Huffy 72, and Pro Weed 420, Machiavelli 420. All right, up next, at Econo Jam Records, Oakland, California. Shattered Faith, I Love America. This is a band that I did not really know that much about. I had heard the name. I saw some patches on vests years ago. I know they're from Los Angeles, and a lot of that early 80s Los Angeles stuff is excellent. I haven't listened to this yet. I picked it up at Econo Jam on their Instagram shit. Look, last week I had a vinyl haul of Malt Liquor that was a long one. This is probably going to be a long one too. I didn't want to sit here for 45 minutes with you. So I split it down in 2. I've had this for about a week and a half. I haven't listened to it yet, but this will be in the queue for tonight. Shattered Faith, I Love America. Econo Jam Records, Oakland, California. Let's get some more of this Malt Liquor down. I see the Dwarf 68 put out a video. I haven't watched it yet, but I will. Malt Liquor. I think his son Dwarf 98 was in the video. On your fucking phone, Dwarf. Like a long time ago, like AF said a long time ago, United and Strong. Agnostic Front, Last Warning. This is a repress from, I think, 2016, and check this delicious fucking vinyl that it came on. This delicious red and black and gray fucking splatter vinyl. Look at that shit. Fucking amazing, beautiful. Not to outshine that contender of Malt Liquor, because that's a fucking star of the show, but that fucking delicious fucking splatter vinyl. Agnostic Front, Last Warning. I had this on CD many years ago, and on the B-side, once again, is the United Blood EP. The A-side is live cuts, from their last show in 92 or 93, January of 93, whatever the fuck it was. It's always their last show, but 5 years later, they put out Something's Gotta Give, and that's it. That was the second generation, the second wind of the band. Agnostic Front, Last Warning, a masterpiece. I am attempting to collect the entire discography. Obviously, I'm not going to get the United Blood EP in original pressing because I don't have the money for that. This is a couple $1,000, if you can even find one. They come up for sale very rarely. Malt Liquor label out. Up next, at not Econo Jam Records, my bad. 1, 2, 3, 4 Go Records in Oakland. Rancid, Let's Go, 1994. A masterpiece, one of my favorite albums by this band. My favorite album by them, and this is a controversial statement. Oh, well, Mr. Matt, you said this and that. Yeah, whatever. I say a lot of things, okay? My favorite album from them is Life Won't Wait. And then Indestructible is a close second. Those two hold special meaning to me, but Indestructible kind of more so. It was like the soundtrack to the Iraq War when I was in the Iraq War in OIF-1. But this one right here, the first week or so that I was into punk, I bought this. I think it was on the first day. I bought this one and Out Come the Wolves. And I saw the self-titled 1993 debut album, and I was like, I'll get it another time. But once I listened to this one and Out Come the Wolves, I said, I gotta go get that one immediately. And a few days later, once payday came around, I went and got it. But there is not a bad song on here. It's very, Bay Area. It's very Oakland, and there's some Berkeley in there and all that shit, but very East Bay. And this whole, the songwriting, the fucking music, the lyrics, the way it's delivered, and everything else is fucking awesome. And the image of the band from that era. You watch their videos, it's punk. That's what it is. Oh, well, Mr. Mad Manson is not. I don't even want to have that argument with you. I refuse to argue that stupidity with you. You like what you like. If you like fucking the Spice Girls and they have a vinyl record, go fucking buy it. Good. Congratulations. Not my fucking bag, but if you like that shit, listen to it. Enjoy whatever you like. Also from 1, 2, 3, 4 Go coming up, Malt Liquor label out. Study that label. Outstanding. The Clash, London Calling. Once again, I don't think this is their best record. I think their self-titled debut album is their best record. That's a matter of personal opinion. I know this is the one that everybody loves. All the critics love it. Most people love this one more than the other one. But there's not a bad song on here. It's not as fast and furious as the first one, in my opinion. But there is not, with the exception of shit. There isn't a bad song on here. It's good to listen to. Is it a punk album? Yes, I think it is. The Clash, London Calling. This one was expensive. It's always in print, for the most part, on vinyl. This is a pressing from this year. And when you see one, you're going to pay. That's just how it is. You're going to pay. I paid $40 fucking for it. I have to get this and I think Combat Rock, and I think that'll round out what I want to get from this band. But the Clash, London Calling, a great album. And an iconic album cover. I mean, that's, that screams punk rock. You see that? That just screams punk rock right there. I love it. Good music to fucking chill out to, Liquor. That is delicious. Shout out Lil J. Like AF said a long time ago, united and strong. Agnostic Front, live at CBGB 2004. This album was released in 2006, and I bought it the day it came out. I was in Iraq on my second tour. I ordered it as soon as it was available for purchase. I ordered it, and I got it a couple of weeks later. But what I got was the DVD, the live show, plus it came with it was bundled with a CD at that time. This is a 2004 pressing, I think. Hold on. No, it is not. This is a 2019 pressing. The Nuclear Blast pressing. But if you have an OG one from then, it's going to be a little bit more. It's going to probably set you back about 50. This one wasn't cheap either. This was like 30 bucks. Plus shipping. I got it off of Discogs. Agnostic Front, live at CBGB. The show was in 2004, and the album was released in 2006. And this is a great one. A lot of the early stuff is covered. A lot of the Epitaph years are covered right there. The only thing they didn't do on here was there's not a lot of Dead Yuppies. They don't really do that album live a whole lot. Once in a while they'll do a song, but it is what it is. Agnostic Front, live at CBGB. And fuck these landlords for shutting down CBGBs, the fucking wetlands, and the fucking Pipeline NJ. Bullshit. And also the fucking, Max's Kansas City in New York. It's bullshit. These are iconic fucking clubs and venues, man. You gotta find a way to keep them open. Slim's in San Francisco fucking shut down because of that bullshit ass fucking COVID shit. Fuck that. I saw Black Flag in there, and that's the only time I ever went to that venue. But I did see Black Flag in there, and it was a fucking great night with liquor. I went with one of my army buddies. The crowd was like young and old. It wasn't as rowdy as the Sacramento show, but it was still a great show nonetheless. Malt Liquor. Hope you're enjoying this final hole of Malt Liquor so far. Like I said, it's going to be a fucking long one. We're looking at probably 22 minutes plus. Up next, this is not the rarest record that I own, but it could possibly be at one point. Farm. The Noble Records pressing. Yellow vinyl. I haven't opened this or listened to it yet. This is like boomer rock. This is from the 1971. Farm is like Lynyrd Skynyrd or whatever. I don't really know. I haven't listened to it yet, but I was watching that Noble Records guy, and he said that he's got something special planned for this, a special pressing, which he did. I saw him on Instagram, and I immediately got it. They only pressed 300 of these. They'll probably do another pressing of it, I would imagine. It's sold out. It's sold out within a day, within a half a day, really. And I was able to get a copy, and I'm very fortunate. And thank you for that. But it has an Obi strip on it, which is cool. That's like a Japanese kind of thing. But this guy knows records. He knows what he's talking about. And they put this out, and I'm excited to listen to it. Now, maybe not tonight. This is more of a kind of a relaxed vibe, but the music quality is excellent, which is quite the opposite of most of what I listen to. Most of what I listen to, punk and hardcore, is, musically it's not very nice to listen to. They're not singing about falling in love. I don't think these guys are either, but they're very talented musicians. Farm, self-titled Farm. They only put out one album, that was it. I don't know that much about it, but I'm going to open that up and check it out. Last but not least, I will save that one. I got to get some of this Malt Liquor down, and I got a few things to say. Set a Lone Wolf 420. I don't know, sir. I think the blueprint, it lives on in my fucking heart. I don't know. That is what it is. Said 209 J Jones. We got what we got here. Shout out to Chili Palmer. Sonder Pena. Malt Liquor Video Time 2. Brown Bag 40 ounce Malt Liquor Video Time 2. Rock Bottom 559. Malt Liquor Video Time 2, or I'm fucking unsubscribing. You haven't done a Malt Liquor video in like 3 years. I'm gonna text you. I'm gonna anger text you after this, Malt Liquor. Florida 32 ounce vinyl showcase of Malt Liquor Video Time 2. I'll tell you what, Florida 32 ounce. I will send you a record out of my personal collection. I've said this before. And I'll send you a 40 ounce of fucking Malt Liquor straight out of the dangerous streets. I will risk life, limb, and eyesight on the dangerous streets of Stockton, California, and send you a record out of my personal collection, a punk record, for you to do a vinyl showcase of Malt Liquor video. All right, last but not least, GBH, City Baby, Attacked by Rats, the Radiation Records repress. Yep, Radiation. I don't know what it is that they're just repressing a lot of shit lately. I don't know how they got it, but they're doing it. An OG copy of this is expensive if you can find one. I'm glad to have it. There is not a bad song on here. See, GBH reminds me a little bit of like Motorhead, or Motorhead reminds me of GBH, and vice versa. They play fast. It's all catchy. This is a great band, and so is Motorhead. It's just there's nothing bad with it. You gotta love to listen to it. This is punk as fuck though. Sick Boy is probably my favorite song by this band, but GBH, City Baby, Attacked by Rats. I got this off of Discogs, and I want to say, what the fuck did I pay for this? Oh yeah, I paid like 25 bucks for it. That was a while ago, and I forgot about it. I put it on the shelf, and I just forgot about it. Didn't showcase it. You're getting it showcased tonight. We're almost at the swill anyway. A little rusty. I'm cammed up in a week. Hey, shout out to Wits Blitzed. Approaching the swill. Approaching the swill. So people call it swill. I call it fucking part of the whole goddamn thing. Approaching the motherfucking swill. Bullier. Shit. This is gonna be a long one. I don't apologize for shit, Bullier. Raekwon the chef, take us the fuck out of here.
What's happening, man? Can I eat
Oh shit, I almost
fuck around.
Alright, like I promised last week, I promised Hell to Pay 80 in the comment section. I did listen to Pantera Reinventing the Steel this week, and my initial assessment was wrong. At that time, you got to think, this is a long time ago, I was really into hardcore. I'm still heavily into hardcore and punk. And I was wanting Reinventing the Steel to be like the Great Southern Trendkill, and it just wasn't, because they had progressed as a band. And their sound had progressed a little bit, slightly, you know, it was slightly better. As I listen to it again, I hear the fucking, you know, it is heavy metal, it is fucking awesome. And after we talked today, I went on my Discogs, and I put it on my Discogs want list. Shout out to Hell to Pay 80 and Nick Gutted. Pantera Reinventing the Steel, not as horrible as my assessment was wrong, and I will always admit when I'm wrong about music on this MALT LIQUOR channel. This is an Oaktown Hellbilly, Mr. Met 40 ounce exclusive MALT LIQUOR. Shout out to Hell to Pay 80. Of course. Alright, Raekwon the chef, take us the fuck out of here.
I'll put it fully in your back. You might
I'm half in the bag, ladies and gentlemen. It does fucking happen.
Red lightning strike, flowering in your hat, black. And if your man tests my skills, I promise he will die in the field. My money's strong, my homeboys is real. They broke, but we'll shoot the kill. Flashing big Uzis, make movies, cut biggest faces, pretty boys, groupies, ride through the city.
Oaktown Hellbilly, rate, comment, subscribe, whatever the fuck you gotta do, get the fuck out of here. No punk rock and MALT LIQUOR tonight. Hopefully we can stay tuned next weekend. We'll get that in for you. Shut the fuck is what? MALT LIQUOR!